So,
Hello. Your mask.
oh, you love it? I know, right? So I've been so busy that I forgot my phone holder. So I have it propped up by a water bottle.
Hey, you gotta make do with what you got.
Look at me.
Get creative.
I'm not gonna set up my whole thing with my wig or anything, whatever. It's all
You
good.
gotta do what you gotta do.
I know. So, interesting times we're living in, isn't it? Exactly. Interesting times, no?
Well, it is what it is.
It's just, I actually am feeling really good um,
Hmm.
with what I'm doing. And what else? Let's see. Let me put on some light. Hold on. Oh, hold on. And I'm actually, Alyssa, in a good
Yeah?
way, correct with my instinct of going back to the original. Exactly. Go on, girl, pose. To the
I
original.
am. I'm trying to entertain the people watching.
Okay.
Because you
This is
disappeared.
this is me.
You disappeared, so
I know.
no.
Um, yeah, I'm happy with the choices that I've been making. Hey, Ray. Uh, and where I share information and how I share it. I mean, sometimes things happen where the schedule gets a little bit conflicted, but I'm actually busy more so than ever with my art. You know that. You know, um, I appreciate I appreciate when people send me a shout out. I would love if they really would like focus on the right situation of what I represent. You know, yes, I'm a legend, but I'm also an OG punker, and I'm also an artist, and I'm also this. So it's all good. I mean, I understand. I see what people are doing, and I think it's great.
I
I
think
for
it's
myself,
crazy.
I know. Well, for me, it's just.
No shade, but I think it's crazy. Because it's like we put in all this time and energy to get the story, and people are like taking or watching all the lives or watching whatever, and they just cherry pick whatever information makes sense or resonates with them to help, just sort of validate whatever position they feel when it's not really it is what it is instead of just accepting it, radical acceptance of what it is.
But
And just,
that's never going to happen. I mean,
that's why the
no
community can
offense,
do the thing.
no, no offense, because I didn't vote for the man. But look who we have in office. Look who some of the in this pandemic. Look who's taking charge and who's not. Look who's ignoring it and who's not. I am surrounded by people that very much this is my point of view as an adult. We're all able to adapt to a situation and wear a mask or not in accordance to ignorance or education. There's a great little blurb that I'm going to send you with Matthew McConaughey. McConaughey said, it's not about losing who you are. It's about respecting those people that have died because of making this not as horrible as it could have been.
Oh, we're not even there yet in Sweden. Let's not even.
Yes, Alyssa,
Sweden is not even there.
I know. And Matthew McConaughey talks about he's going to wear the mask till science says it's okay not to. And that's me
Yeah,
too. My perspective is, and this
yeah.
is what people don't see, when I want to keep myself in check with this dance and my friends that have passed away and me as a gay man, I go to the AIDS memorial here on Instagram. How daily daily people are posting pictures of people they've lost to AIDS.
Mhm.
That's my check. So to see everybody else still like they did back then, misunderstood Donna Summer with a whole situation as well. Uh, what I'm not going to be upset about is ignorance and pride and ego. I'm not. I know where to put my ignorance to educate myself. I know how to check my pride, and I know how to use my ego. I might not use it like everybody else, but I'm not here to police the world anymore. I'm going back to what I lived. I'm going back to what I lived. I'm going back to what I represent. I'm going back to everything that I've done with honesty and ferocious innocence to maintain the integrity that I still hold. That's why I'm not going to, I will pinpoint and kind of jokingly say, hey, blah, blah. But everybody else is just, without even sounding like it's going to sound, everybody's so thirsty in the wrong way. Everybody's so thirsty in the wrong way. And that's not for me to judge. I have to check myself every day. I'm like, Victor, 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 what am I going to do with you? And Manoel, my alter ego, which is still my name, answers, just keep loving yourself and keep putting out your things and don't apologize. Passion doesn't apologize if it's done correctly. What I represent and what I become and how I study is the star and the knowledge, not me. I've never seen my name in lights, Alyssa. I've never seen my name in billboards, in dreams. I never have. So why should I associate with myself to people that's what they thrive on, that's their force, and that's how they dream? It's not my fault. What I'm learning from this pandemic is exactly how I'm going to be in the 80s when the AIDS epidemic happened. Study, dance, focus on my work, keep doing my thing, and every now and then, if I need to check an incorrection, I do it without attacking, because it just validates, it validates the stupidity and the ignorance and the ego that they're coming in with using shit like this. You can't cherry pick history. You can't cherry pick gay culture.
No.
You can't cherry pick how it happened.
And then try to put yourself in it.
Well, but for me, for me, it's like, it's laughable. It's laughable because I see it constantly. And I'm like, all right, at some point, some of my Mexican people that I really respect, and they say, Victor, you know, come on, man, you don't have to. I understand now that I don't have to, because if I do respond as I have with passion, it's going to appear like I'm being arrogant, and I'm not. I'm the last arrogant person you'll ever meet, unless you fucking cross the line.
Oh, well,
but
of
I'm
course.
tired of people stupidly crossing the line.
I think it's really unfair because, you know, it's like when it comes to others, let's go with the sister style. It's Gemini season. Why not? You know, everyone is so focused on making sure that that history is told correctly. And they're very, there is more of a community that definitely protects the history more. Here, it's only you. So everything is all on your shoulders. And that's still being cherry picked and manipulated to fit everyone's construct of what this is.
Or because I'm trending and I'm being live and I'm speaking. Oh, this is and this is I'm gonna call him out.
Now you matter. Now you matter to them.
Bagsy just did this. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm so tired of the I'm sorry. And I'm going to say this, and hopefully he hears it. Yes, you should be nervous around being around a living legend like me, because you have to make sure you tell the truth. And many times people don't tell the truth. So that's why people should be nervous. I love when they're nervous, because people are only nervous when they feel something like, oh, not because of what I stand for.
Because they're about to get checked. That's what that means. It's like
without calling it what it is. It's humorous to me now. It's humorous, Alyssa. Because right now you know, I have one client that's stuck with me, and we walk down the street, and she gets aggravated when people don't wear masks, and like la 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 la. And I'm like,
Yeah,
girl,
please.
why are you giving it
Don't come
energy?
to Sweden. Just
No, no,
saying.
wait. Why are you giving those ignorant people energy?
Mm.
I don't care. I barely, when I see people coming at me and I have a mask on and they don't, I'm like this. Cross the street, move the street. I have the right of way, move the street. Oh, thank you. Without being rude. Because, and I'm going to go to the animal kingdom because my horse has taught me a lot. Gonzalez. When you scream at an animal, it doesn't pay attention as much as you when you talk to it.
Right. You have to
Because
be very calm.
you have to, we have to, communication right now is so fragile, Alyssa. It's so fragile in what we say and what we do, and what people are willing to listen, to answer. No one really listens anymore to learn and understand.
No,
No one
they're just
does.
taking whatever they
Everyone
want.
wants
And
to answer. Everyone's, and I'm not in the place of answering. That's why even the thing that I just had with, that's why the conversation that I just had with Peru the other day was fabulous. Because she had a conversation with me because she wanted to learn.
but then when you give them the answer, they still don't want to accept the answer. It's like how many
No,
times are you
no,
gonna?
she has to her own
Yeah.
ability, and but everybody else is not. At least I'm not here to change the world. I'm just here to make sure that the history doesn't get forgotten. I see it very simple, and I always have, even as a kid. If I see people jumping off a cliff because it's fashionable, I'm not stupid enough to go jump off a fucking cliff.
No.
But if you put
That's
that
stupid.
perspective into, if you put that perspective into human behavior, that's what people do. Perspective is so, it's so like, every time I see, I'm like, okay, perspective, Viktor. Boop, boop. This is how it goes. This is how it is. This is how it is. You know, I'm smart enough and educated enough to understand that when people start saying things, and some of them are, well, yeah, obvious, that's what it is. So you're saying it in a negative way, in an aggressive way, to do what point? To prove what point?
Mm.
You just sent me one earlier today. We wanted to be dancers. We were artists. We wanted to be writers. We wanted to be actors. We wanted to be athletes. We wanted to live our life with passion. But we were in confinement within our own body, Alyssa, because we were gay teenagers when our existence was a crime. And the way we wanted to make love, I can't express this enough, was against the law and a sin, like it still is in many countries.
Yeah, very much. You still get
So
killed.
why should I answer to someone that's being nonsensical and just wants time? I'm not going to give it. I'm not going to give it. I'm not going to give it. If people want to still be in cahoots with people that hurt them or are doing the wrong thing or blah, blah, because right now it's very, then go for it. Awesome. Not my problem. Not my problem. I have things in perspective of how things happened, how my friends died, how we did. You know, Peru asked me, how was it when you guys were like young and stuff? I said, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. We were not on a TV show. We were not being, you know, we were not in denial of who we really were, trying to be famous on a TV. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. And that's why this dance began.
Mm. The struggle.
Ugly and out of the struggle, just like our gay community has done every single time. I always say to people, do you know what the pink triangle means? Well, no. I said, it means that's the sign that the Nazis would use for the gay artists and homosexuals and lesbians, or who they thought
Right.
was, and that's how they got killed. So we took that and used it as a sign of glory. So this is going to be my sign of glory in honor, and in, what is the other word, in when you're giving respect,
Pay homage.
homage to the people that died, that are still dying.
Yeah, a lot of people around the world.
But because it hasn't affected them closely,
Oh, here it's like I think we have the highest death rate per capita,
yeah,
and
well,
the scientists.
Mexico's going to catch up, because Mexico right now, everybody's coming out, pretending it's not like, okay, fine, just stay away
Yeah.
from me, stay away from me. You know, I'm having more made, because this will be my costume to show my homage, or what is it? I just had the word a little while ago. You know, just showing respect, just showing respect. My daughter's best friend's mom and grandmother passed away from this in New York, and she didn't speak about it. You know what I mean? So if
Hmm.
people want to act stupid, like they're invincible, knock yourself out. Not on my time, not on my clock. I'm going to walk away, because I'm tired of being the punk that no longer has a place right now in stupidity. Woo! That's it. I'm going to be the punk that's productive, with anarchy towards positive things that need to be happening from the negativity that's going on right now. You know, that's what I'm going to be. And I and because I also believe in karmically and guilty by association. I don't want my karma to get tainted more than it really kind of has been. I'm just going to keep it clean and keep it stable, and do my thing. Check myself every day. I check myself all the time. That day that I went through all that creativity because of the stupidity that happened, that, with things that you sent me, honey, I was so
Oh,
exhausted that night.
yeah.
I was so exhausted that night, and I even said to Peru, I was depressed. That still, at almost 63, I have to do that. But what's great about it is that I created some great art, because I still am who I am. We were like that. All of us were like that, and you know that. You've read about it. We were ferocious. We were innocent. We were passionate. We wanted to live in a world where we were not accepted. So something got created. We didn't seek out to create this.
It
I didn't
just
seek out.
happened.
It just happened. I didn't
Blossom.
see. I didn't seek out to be the last one left. Are people fucking kidding me with this?
Who wants to be?
But they don't put that in perspective. They don't put that in perspective. That simple poster. I'm nervous, sitting next to a living legend and OG Punker. And OG Punker. I represent a lot of history, even within the gay culture, and also being Mexican. People should be nervous. People should be nervous, because I still am doing what I love, and will continue as long as God gives me a pulse every single day.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And I'm not going to get distracted by people that are thirsty the wrong way. So be it. So be it. My talent is too precious. What I represent is very fragile, that I cannot allow stupidity to try to chip it away for their own benefit. I can't. I can't. I'm a dancer. Hi, Steve. How are ya? I had a career, and I walked away from it. Steve is here to check. I'm still doing what I'm doing. I don't hang out with, I've never hung out with many artists like me, because I was always busy with my head trying to survive my daily personal life that no one even really has any fucking idea what I have been through. None.
Right.
But it's no one's place. It's no one's business. You know what I mean? I keep it simple. I keep it very simple. As David Bowie always said to me, don't ever become a cartoon of yourself. Input. Hey, but I'm going to do a thing with him next week about music. a b-boy. He's the only one from Mexico from 7 years ago, besides Ani, and then I met Lorena later, that I still talk to, because he's real. He's real. He keeps it real. He's like me, and we have such respect for each other. You know what I mean? We're gonna have a conversation about music. And I said to Input, because you know everybody makes fun of my little Walkman that's all beat up. I'll show it right now. This little baby, whenever I feel depressed, I put it on shuffle. And then music comes on and I'm like, oh, I forgot that song. Oh my God. Oh. And when I put this on yesterday, I went to Input and I said, we need to have a conversation about music. He's like, what? I said, we should have a conversation about music. He's like, what do you mean? I said, because from what I understand, and we will repeat this, I said, from your situation with B-Boys went off on the music. I said, us punks, we didn't go off on the music. It was calculated. We didn't defend ourselves from it. We attacked it and blocked it when we danced. We attack and block beats, and it was calculated. And that came to me yesterday when I was going to talk to him. Punking is a calculated, artistic, historical substance expression that blocks and attacks to survive. Because Michelangelo wanted to kill us with his music, like the world outside. So we learned to survive on the dance floor.
Yeah, you have to, yeah.
Think about it.
Show your teeth. Yeah,
that's
you have to really show your teeth.
That's why I dance the way I dance. You don't see, I hear music and you don't see me go, I'm like,
You're not chasing the music.
Once again, when I did Italy.
Not getting attacked by beats.
Yeah, once again, when I was in my head going, oh, Di Dada, oh, fuck, it's a remix. Here we go. And I laugh because I enjoy it. This is a thing that people don't understand. I enjoy the massacre when I dance. That's why I keep myself in shape so I don't massacre myself. I keep myself healthy to the best that I can physically. I enjoy the fucking massacre. I enjoy the bloodbath on the dance floor. I enjoy it. You don't see me making, every now and then, making ugly faces because something hurts. But other than that, you're it's like, I'm not going to come at you like that, honey. I'm going to come at you with face, frache. Boom,
yeah, I don't know why they do that. I don't know where that's coming from.
Oh, it came from the 80s in the movies.
Yeah.
Trying to, be the gangster.
Be extra for no reason.
Wait, the joke is that we were not trying to be the gangsters. We were probably having the gangsters. We were sleeping with the gangsters.
That's the real tea. That's the other side of that story. That nobody knows.
You know what I mean? We kept that on the down low.
Or you created the gangster. Or on the other side of that, you created the gangster, actually.
For all we know, Andrew's boyfriend probably was the leader of the gang in the jail. For all we know. That's what I'm saying.
You don't know. That's the thing. You never know.
I mean, and I would imagine it would be, knowing the type of guys he liked. Come on. It's just, and that's where the name came from. On top of that, I mean, on top of that,
I know.
Nothing came from sissification. We were fucking raw fags. We were serious. You know? So we came with a strategy, calculating how to destroy the music, because Michael was trying to destroy us.
Yeah, he had a mission, so you had to come up with a plan too.
And having fun. You know?
It's like a game almost.
Yeah, oh yes. There's a scene.
It was like a game.
Oh my god, there's a scene. And with Eddie Murphy and a big actress, a black actress, that she's a leader of the gang.
Oh, is it Terror Heist? Is that the movie?
I think
with
so. Where,
the
where she
girl from
comes up to
Precious.
him.
Got
No. Before that, she's an older actress, black, very big, and she's the boss. And
oh
I guess Eddie Murphy, Harlem Nights or something like that. I don't know.
oh Della Reese. Della Reese's
Yes,
character.
yes. When
Yes,
she
Harlem
comes
Night.
in and she goes,
Yes.
punch me, punch me. And boom, he goes, motherfucker. And she takes off her shoes and she, that's what,
Here we are.
that's punking. That's fucking punking. What is that old saying that I used to remember from one of the drag queens? They used to say, we used to howl. It's like, you better pack a lunch. It's going to take you a while. And you might be kicking my ass, but I'll still be pulling plugs out of yours.
Well,
That's what I'm talking about when we dance. Pack a lunch. It's going to take a while, Mr. DJ. Pack a lunch. Because this is going to be fun.
yeah.
Either it's going to be you or me, and it ain't definitely going to be me. Because I've been doing this shit for too long.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's what's missing. And that's the only reason I'm going back to punky, because that's what's missing. They all can have their events. They all can have their, whatever. It's all good. It's all good. It's still out there. But don't come in and start changing what the truth is.
Don't come cherry picking from a whole nother situation or story that
It
has
does
nothing
not
to do with that
belong
one
to you.
to try to validate your story.
Because it doesn't belong to you.
Don't try. No. So you can try to validate your stuff because your stuff is found. It's because again, they're realizing, or maybe they don't have enough of a foundation. They don't have enough information. They, like you said, well, you said it. I'm going to quote you. That spelling means not legit. Now they're feeling it. So now they're trying to cherry pick from this side of the history to make it seem legit. It's like, you can't do that.
No. You added an extra A, stick to it.
That's your creation, that's your contribution. Then you need to follow that and whatever those values are and whatever that's based out of.
And if you're
there you
spelling
go.
with an H, thank you so much. You're still doing an element. You're still doing an element. So don't ask me what the difference is.
So let me explain this to the others who are out there, because maybe some people who Vogue, when we say it's an element, it means it's just the arm. So like in Vogue or in ballroom, there's a category called hand performance or arms control. So that would be sort of the kind of the equivalent to that category, where it's just all about the arms and telling a story with your arms. Whacking would be that element for punking.
Correct.
So the whole key is everyone who does, like, they have the whacking events, it's really just focused on that one element.
Yeah, they are.
Just like a whole event based on hand performance or arms control in ballroom. I just want to explain that because I have some Voguers that might be watching. So
yeah, no, exactly. And through time, I've been trying to break it down, and I've been trying to feed. But because the feeding is not being taken properly, then I'm putting it in perspective.
No.
Boom, this is the perspective. That's even a clip of me when I was in Sweden, and I was at the whacking event when they decided to go back to AA, by the way, because they spelled it once with an H for me. Then they went back to it. Great, no problem. I love AA. I'm here because of that reason. I understand, and I'm grateful to a degree. Okay? Don't try to drown me with stuff that has nothing to do with the degree that I'm grateful for. So they came and they were trying to do punking on that event. You were not there, I don't think. No.
No.
Yes. No, you were not there. It's what yes, you were when I was a judge.
Wait, which is when you were there for three? You were there 3 times. Which one? No, I don't think I was there for that. I don't think I was there for that.
Yeah, you were there because that's the one that I did the chair. That you said that they were not going to have me judge, and then they put me to judge at the last minute.
Yeah, I was there. Okay.
Okay. Because they weren't even going to have me judging, by the way.
Yeah, that's a whole nother story, but yeah.
And that's a whole nother story where basically, no offense to Street Star, which I love the event, and they were my friends. They only paid my flight once. I paid my flights every other single time. because I wanted to be there to support. Okay. So I had taught a class the day before and people didn't take it. So the next day at the prelims, everybody was trying to give me punking from what they had learned from other people, which I don't want to say it was a mess, but it was nonsensical. It didn't make sense to me because it's my language. And I was like, hold on. I said, I appreciate love story, but it says double A whacking, which means I want more arms. I want more arms, you know?
Oh,
I
Jasmine
want
is
more
getting
arms.
her.
And they were like,
Jasmine was there at that event, so this is funny. She's like really
oh,
hearing the thing. She was there filming.
yeah, no, this life will be saved.
Yeah,
No, yeah,
definitely.
you know, and you guys, and once again, when you hear information from me, please don't use it to politicize yourself in any situation. Don't use it to defend something. That's not the way I speak. Don't say, well, Victor said, or I thought that, or you know what I mean? Oh, yes, she remembers.
Yeah. See?
Yeah. And so, you know, I'm just trying to make sure that enough with using my words with to make something don't use me to prove a point until you ask me, can I use you?
And don't and if you are going to take the words, at least like ask permission, make sure it's translated perfectly. You
In the
know, everything
proper
gets lost in
context. In the proper
translation and the
context.
proper context. Yeah. Because
Tony
everything is
Basil,
just
okay.
getting lost.
Tony Basil, now I'm understanding how why Tony Basil is Tony Basil.
Yeah,
Because she's
I
very
understood a
much
long
like
time ago.
she's very much like that. Is she not?
Yeah, definitely.
She's very much like, don't you, I'm not gonna be because I'm not Tony Basil, so I'm not gonna be that approach. I'm gonna be like, no, you have to ask. And you like right now in India, they just changed the color of my post that I put. And I said, why did you do this? Who did this? And they're like, oh, we're so sorry. We're so sorry. Hey, Bags, I just spoke about you. uh, we're so sorry. We didn't mean to change the color. I said, it's fine. Just make sure that, you know, you understand there was no need to. But because in India, they're translating it to Hindu, what I just posted about whacking. So it's law is, you know, because I have a better way now of approaching without being angry. And you know, and it has to be, I have to make it fun in games, Alyssa, because it really is. You know, I have to give it the benefit of the doubt because that's just my nature. Because if I don't give situations benefit of the doubt, then I'll become bitter and angry like I could easily be with it. Don't you think?
Yeah, you need to have some level of detachment from everything that's happening. Otherwise, you'll go insane.
I just yeah, I will. I just got a phone call and I just hung up on them. How dare they? No, I know, you know, and for me it's plus, you know, right now it's like, child, I'm starting to, you know, I'm starting to look 63. I don't want to do that.
No, you don't. Stop. No, you're
I know,
fine.
but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I mean, you know, I'm trying. My no lie. I said that to a client yesterday, and they're like, "What do you mean?" Now my hips are changing as well. Oh, hello, Shakira. No, uh, your
My
bone
hips don't
structure.
lie. They are not lying.
Exactly. Well, they're not
They are
lying right now because
changing.
my hips are not lying because I'm getting older. They're telling me. Uh, uh, no, your bone structure changes well. So when you're older, and so I'm really trying to prevent that. So I have to optimistically do my exercises. So if I add this nonsense that's going on in the world, that's not healthy. That's not healthy. You know, it's not healthy. So I'm just trying to stay in a healthy space and call things out sometimes when they need to be called out, or just say certain truths when people have forgotten for whatever reason. You know, we all forget. I forget sometimes where I leave my glasses.
Oh,
That's a joke, by the way.
okay. The library
That's
is open. No, I'm
that's the
kidding.
benefit of the doubt that I'm giving it, because I know there's people also that forget it on purpose. So it's right. Uh, no, I mean, you know, that's why it's gonna be fun to talk to input about music, because we're gonna talk about the real music, about music that they don't even know that we used, because you know, everybody's coming in with their, and I think it's wonderful because I mean that's their experience with their knowledge of of music that was used. You know, and I have to be nice and go, well, they're not talking about punking, so I'm okay.
Yeah, I mean, it has nothing, yeah, if that's
Yeah,
why they would use that music, and if that's why they did what they did, then you just accept it.
yeah, but they don't.
We can't contest it really, so.
No, I know, but they don't. That's why they keep looking at other things, and you're just like, no, where did you get that from? Because that doesn't belong there. Sorry. uh, no, it's been good. You know, it's been good, and then people just have to understand if they really follow my career or what I've done, or even social media with Instagram and stuff. I'm here for the art. I'm here to every now and then, you know, post some truth. And I understand that some kids might be watching, so I don't get them too ratchet with it. Just informative enough. Like right now, you know, I just posted hey, lovelies. I just posted a picture of me almost naked, and
Yeah.
I lost 4 or 5 followers.
Oh.
I know how to do it. What's really funny is within that picture, I also got inboxes of, you know, we could help you get 3,000 or 4,000 or 10,000 followers if you just click on this. And I was like, delete, delete, delete. You know?
Mm.
Yeah. So that's, you know, I love how people. Go ahead.
I
Go
was
ahead.
going to ask about the music.
What about? Go ahead.
Well, I want to make a comment about the music because you know, what is considered the original music that helped the dance flourish. Um,
What's
I
your take
think
on it? What's your take on it?
I think that those particular songs, you know, just like there's very specific songs like in ballroom as well that helped sort of develop and help the dance grow into what it was meant to become, into what
If
we know it
wait,
to
wait,
be
wait.
now.
Wait,
But
if
it's interesting that, you know, it's usually very specific songs. It's not, and they have very specific qualities that brought out certain elements that just inspired certain things to come out and feelings
okay,
to come out.
hold that thought. But only if you're learning punking correctly, you will understand that music. Other than that,
Absolutely.
it's Chinese to you, and that's what's happened.
And right now it's become paint by numbers.
Because there was a
Oh,
lot of
all
mass
right. Are
production
you
of
there?
bad disco.
There you are.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, there was a lot of mass production of disco that we would have never even touched. And a lot of these kids don't even know the difference between disco music for hustle or disco music for dancing.
We're reconnecting.
You know, we're getting frozen. Are you there?
Yeah,
Did
I'm
you get
here.
did you get to hear what I said?
No, repeat it.
I said what's sad about that is a lot of people don't know that they're not even taught the difference between disco music for hustle or disco music for dancing. They're not. They just think all of it is fair game, which in true for punking, music is our bitch
Yeah.
anyways. But it's all about the
Mm-hmm.
beats. It's not about the words. It's about the beats.
Right.
You know, as much as once again, as much as we love Donna Summer, we never used her.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, that's your song.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oh, my music is like, ugh. All right, go ahead. Repeat what you just said.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Hola. Tienes un poco de sobres y sabes que estoy ahorita hablando live, ¿verdad? Okay, bye. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you go ahead. You can repeat what you were just talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about music, and there's certain songs, and like what are the songs that you think, from your point of view, are the key songs to really learn the dance to?
I would say I think they all are, but I would say why I think they're the key songs to learn punking
Go
too.
ahead. Yes.
Punking.
Yes.
Okay, Papa Was a Rolling Stone to me is, well, not just obviously the posing element, which is obviously there, but it's the feeling and the essence. Because even with the opening of it, it's so dramatic
Uh-huh.
when you really listen to it. The strings, it's very cinematic in the
Uh,
beginning of it. And it
sure.
automatically takes you right into that whole character and
Yeah.
persona and the movie and the drama. So for me,
Yeah.
when it comes to the feeling and
Uh-huh.
just the beginning of it,
Yeah.
posing, essence, feel, Papa was a Rolling Stone. Not because of
Okay.
the beats,
No, no, no.
because
I
everyone
got
just
you.
says ba, ba, ba. Not just that.
I
But if
got you.
you go deeper into the song,
Because for me,
you,
it's
you
it's the original atmosphere, which is you're
yeah,
right. Same thing.
the
Same thing.
feeling, yeah.
Same thing. Go ahead. And the next one?
Um, okay, Shaft, which I've never really danced to, but Shaft, I feel like it's more the rhythm because they have the rhythm, the essence. For me, it's more the rhythm because that's what really makes it quite unique from all the other styles out there. Every dance has a rhythm and every dance has a certain like. So for me, I guess it's the rhythm for that one and that what do you call it? You said the wah wah.
The what?
You always talk about the wah wah in the music or the bass, like the slapping bass.
Oh yeah, the plucking bass. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, plucking the bass. And
yeah.
there's also the synthesizer. But for me, it's the active action.
So the rhythm, sort of the
Yeah,
action, yeah.
it's the active action of it. Yeah, it is the active action. It's like 1 3 5 7 is there, and we didn't have to like dance to the entire instrumentation of it. That's the whole thing.
Let's see, the other one, Beyond the Clouds. Beyond the Clouds to me is everything.
Uh huh.
And to me, Beyond the Clouds is like the evolution. It's like the evolution from Papa was a Rolling Stone. Because
Yeah.
it has that same type, but it feels like all the elements, and then it starts to build, and it builds, and then it builds, and it builds. So it's actually quite the perfect song to develop your 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 story and your scene.
But
But
because people rely so much on story already being told in the music, it's hard to reveal who you are
mhm,
because there's nothing for you to lie about. It's the
mhm.
drama aspect of the dance, and this is why I love Vogue beats, because Vogue beats are the same thing as quartz. Vogue beats is, of course, it's not as like amazingly because now it's evolutionized Vogue beats, but it's the same thing because if you're not in it, if you're not in the pocket of quartz, people know you're lying.
Yeah,
And
and
if you're
Chords
not in
actually
it,
used to be a
if,
Vogue song too. They
yeah,
vogue to
but I
that
know,
song
correct,
too.
correct. If you're not in it
Yeah.
in the essence of who you are with quartz, yes, I saw. You're not in it. You're not in it with the essence of who you are. Then you're lying, and you're basically doing karaoke of something you think you are, and that's why I love that song.
Well, yeah, you can't really. It definitely it separates
It
those
reveals,
who really know what they're doing
yeah,
versus people who are totally faking it. You can totally tell.
and you could always tell the people that anticipate the moves coming on
Hmm.
because it's so set in its own rhythm that you could tell that when people are like waiting for that beat as opposed to just giving it all every single second. Because once again, punking is a calculated approach to movement to attack and block the beats because you don't fight the beats. You don't fight them. We don't fight. We didn't fight. We already had enough fights with the world outside. Why would we fight the music? Right? We came in and
Yeah.
enjoyed. We came in and enjoyed the cage fighting, as you could say. Really, what it was. That's why I love cage fighting because some of it is so like, whoa, that was masterful. I don't like the
But
blood
I
and the
know.
gore.
I know a lot of people who don't like Beyond the Clouds because they're like, okay, I'm over it. But
Well, guess
that's a
what? Because
song you
wait,
need
wait,
to
because
master.
wait. You know why? And I'm gonna say this flat out because your life might be boring and over it.
Well, that too. Or you have no imagination. Oh, that you have no sense of
Yeah.
going beyond just your reality.
We were the benders of the music. Yeah, we were. Well, no, basically Michelangelo was trying to kill us. That's what it really was. But yes, we were the best.
And you were
Yeah,
trying to survive that
we were
ass
trying to
beating.
survive Michelangelo because he did not play. If he didn't like
He
the
was
way you
like
danced,
Vaughn and giving you the fucked up Vogue beats, and you're like, really? All right, we gotta conquer this if we're gonna get this.
yeah, or else. But he would take off the music. He would literally take off the music and leave you almost in a half pose if he didn't like what you were doing. Thank you. And we didn't even know what the music name was because he would never tell us till the end. Basically, he started telling us.
I wish the DJs would be that tough. Imagine that would be the judges panel right there.
Oh, they should be thankful because I was a DJ for a little bit. They should be thankful that I'm not pursuing it again because I'd be like, I'd have no gifts, but I'd be like, Victor, don't play. That's
and it's a chop. You'd be like, and it's a chop in scene. Next record.
Yeah, I know.
And a chop? Nope.
That's why I told Bijuan that he should make that T-shirt, and I'll buy one and I'll wear it with honor. I'm here to kill you. Oh my God! You know.
Death by DJ. Here we are.
It's like last night. Remember that song? Last night,
the DJ saved my life.
No,
well,
yeah. Guess what?
She was lucky that night. She was really lucky.
Wait. That you know what kind of beat that is?
What?
I'm gonna be a punk for a second. You know what kind of beat that is?
What? Go ahead.
That's a Pillow Queen beat.
Oh, they have it.
Wait. What can you share? What is it? Political situation back then and now. Honey, do your studies. Search. Look at Judy Garland, how she died. Read Stonewall. Read all of that. That's how it was. I would love to. I've done it millions of times. You could also go into the punking on Wikipedia. It tells you a little bit about what it was. And if you really want to know what it was about back then and how it is now, here's a little bit of harsh reality. On Instagram, follow the page on AIDS. I just talked about it. Let's see if I follow all the time. Look at the AIDS memorial and see how many people died. That's how stark it was, even though we were having fun. So without sounding like it's going to sound, there's a lot of information that you guys could find online, just like you would if you would read about Woodstock.
And every urban dance that we know of comes from some really ugly circumstances.
So read Hollywood, LA history back then. You know what I mean? As far as gay culture, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. It was very different than New York. So it's hard to give you guys a picture. All you guys have to know is that the climate of that we lived under was the reason we were able to express beauty from ugly and express art from our pain. That's really what it happened. That's how this dance started. Like you guys right now are all locked down. We were locked down in our bodies, in our lives, in our daily living, even with our parents, because we couldn't tell anybody who we or what we were. That's why right now it's very relatable to all of you guys. You're feeling it. You're feeling the anxiety. You're feeling the anger. You're feeling the
restlessness, yeah.
But you wanted to rebel. We couldn't.
No, because you'd be killed.
We basically got the right to get married how many years ago?
Very recent, yeah. What, Obama era?
Yeah.
It was just a few years ago.
Yeah. So think about that, not even being able to get married. Deep, yeah, it is. It's deep. And that's why we created the beauty from it. So it's any day, any day. That's why any day could be an optimistic day if you don't let the day make you its bitch. Make the day your bitch. You know what I mean? Stop boo-hooing because we're locked down. If anything, go back into your child imagination and try to entertain yourself. This is why I'm doing also the challenges on my page, because I'm giving you a little bit of my challenges on my page are not just because I'm bored and I want you guys to do something. I'm giving you guys history and the challenges with the songs that I pick. With the songs that I pick.
Yeah, there's no excuses.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like there's even one, Chris in Santiago, who said to me, yes, I know I want to do the challenge, but I want to really do them well and good. I was like, and there's your problem, girl. It's never going to happen.
What is well and good?
Well, because she's trying to be perfect, and there's no such thing as
There's
perfect.
no perfect. There's no perfection in this. What is this?
I know. Yes. Well, my mom, here you go. See, I don't know where you're from, but here you go. My mom used to say
She's
when I was
here.
okay.
She's here. Yeah.
Okay. My mom, when I was a kid, I used to say this to her. Actually, when I was in the 80s, she said this to me. When I was going through a lot of stuff. And I said something to her, and she was like, why are you complaining? You never complain. And I was like, wait, what? You're supposed to say, oh, I know, Mom. I know, son, I love you. My mom, this was her harsh reality to me. She goes, well, you've always been one of those people that grabs the bull by the horns. It seems to me like today you just got to grab the bull by the balls. My mother said that to me. And I was like, shit, I guess you told me to man up. Today, you always being able to grab the bull by the horns. Today, you just have to grab it by the balls.
Here we are.
Ole Toro. Anyways, no, but overall, I mean, you know me. You've always known that no matter what we go through our like rare, I always end up laughing because, you know, because that's what it is. No, the music, but that's what it is. And then, of course, we use Prince, but we use all the instrumental parts.
Right. And that's the other part. It was and then I think nowadays when people are trying to use music, I mean, if those are the main songs, and this is, I'm saving this live, so when people steal this idea, it's right here. Because I know people are watching. But the thing is with the music, if those are the songs that help create the dance as we know it to be, you would usually find music that sort of carries the same essence or the energy or the rhythm. It doesn't have to be those songs identical, but what has gotten out of context is people just take it as, oh, disco. So we can use every disco song that existed from that song instead of saying, okay, what are the qualities that these songs have? What was it about this music that pulled out these types of these elements, and then going from that space.
And it was about producers.
That too.
We were into producers. We were into producers that produced certain types of sounds. Lalo Schifrin, Michael Theodore, you know, we were into producers.
Mm-hmm.
Not into just the songs.
Especially Michelangelo, because he's a DJ, and he was probably
DJ. So
he was probably DJ Pool. I'm sure. I mean,
yeah, like we were into producers. Like what produced that sound?
Mm-hmm.
And if you heard it in the radio in top 20 disco, it was never used by us ever.
It's underground. Why would it be?
Ever.
It's underground.
I one time saw somebody using "You Can Ring My Bell," and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna gag."
No, that's so corny. No.
Star Love is as awesome as it might be. We never used it. That was Odyssey music.
That's the corniest song.
Odyssey music. The Devil's Gun was Odyssey music. That was Soul Train music. None of that we used.
Mm.
It was all musical breaks or jelly jams, as they called it. So it was basically like b-boys using music. That's how we used our music. That's what Michael presented to us, that kind of music. There was a certain ratio. Here comes the fox.
It's the same. It's the same with the older Vogue music. Even if they took a song that was quote unquote, I guess, more popular, they only took a certain part of the song, and then they did another. They edited,
added a level. Or sped it up, or
it took a sample of it and then added something else.
Which is why I always say, inspiration is literal, expression is original. It sounds
Yeah, of
like,
course.
but could be, but oh my God, it's so it's so awesome. That's the beauty of the music. Not so predictable that, you
No,
know,
no, no,
no, no.
no.
It was not. We were. I mean, the only thing that I remember that I was being predictable with myself was trying to figure out when to do the splits.
Wow.
When there was a long bar or a long song or a long note, that's when I would do the splits. You know, I would just
Mm.
put the splits anywhere.
No, you can't do that. No, you can't do that with no.
You know what I mean? I mean,
No,
I
you
can
can't do
if,
that.
if if I was able to do still my double attitude turn to the needle, people would gag. I used to do turn, 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 flop, pow, and then that's when I held the Paul the Peanuts picture that you see. That's when I did that.
Right. Oh wow.
I mean, all of us had good stretch. That was a given. All of us did a head roll. And once again, we also, all of us did the Hamel Camel. And nobody knows what that is. Not even the people that do it knew that that was inspired by Dorothy Hamill in ice skating.
But
You
people
know?
gag when they see it. That's the
Oh,
funny part. I
yeah.
mean, and then those who know, we're like, "What did? Is that impressive? Okay, is that really? Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
not really. Okay."
No, yeah, I just, that's why I'm telling you, the more, especially with my new job, my new career, I'm very much, I have to really kind of put things into perspective and be simple because it is complete. There's no need to, you know, be all smoochy. Like right now, a girl just asked me that she has a little bit of doubt. She wanted to ask me information, and I'm the only person she could ask. I'm going to say, who's your teachers? Where did you learn? Ask them. I already spoke about it enough. There's a lot of live feeds. Go on YouTube. Go. No, you're not going to get free stuff from me anymore. No more. No more. Because what happens is,
No reason.
with all due respect, it's you're not passionate enough about this dance if you're right away asking me. If you haven't done research, and I'm the last Obi-Wan Kenobi, your only hope, and I'm your last hope, which I doubt.
If anything, she should come to you, but like, I know this and know that. I know this. I've been such a da da, and you said this and blah blah blah. She should be coming to you saying, "I know
But they
all about
don't.
you."
But they don't. But they don't. This is why I can't even get mad at them, Alyssa, because some of them don't even. That's just the generation is how they speak.
Yeah, that's how
That's
they
how they
research.
speak. I mean, I have to be a little honest because that's not how you speak around me, you know. But that's how they speak now. They want everything. No cheat sheets. Exactly. No. Exactly. No. I no.
And
Oh,
there's
what
no
is that? No.
excuses. There's no excuses now because I didn't listen. I didn't have Google or YouTube or anything, and I still did my
Right.
homework. I knew about people before I met them. They didn't even have to introduce themselves to me because I already
Yeah.
knew.
Yeah.
Now you got everything at your disposal, and people are still like, I don't get it.
Well, even today, the picture that I sent you about Jurassic Park opening before it was supposed to,
Oh yeah, hello, that's hilarious.
I showed it to the guy at the bank who's like 23, 24. I
Okay,
said, how are you?
Gen
I said, oh,
Z.
I said, oh yeah, blah blah. And I showed him the picture, and he goes, huh? I was like,
Oh, he doesn't even. He didn't
he
even
goes,
catch the reference.
he was like,
Oh no.
and I went blah blah. He goes, oh my god. I said, you know what? I love you even more because you're that blonde and twinky. I love you. I love you. I just
Welcome.
can't.
That's the next up and coming generation. That's the Gen Z generation.
Oh, poor Ani. You know, when Ani like, and I think, no, it's not laziness. I don't think it's laziness. I think it's just the way they were brought up. And laziness is the improper word. Laziness, if they really were brought up to do the research, but didn't want to do it. They were not brought up like that.
Right.
They're brought
Yeah,
up
they
with
come from
this. They're
another
brought up with
era.
this. They're brought up
Yeah,
with this. So
exactly.
this is where I'm telling you that this is why I'm okay with my position because I give benefit
Well,
of the
that
doubt.
thought. Wait, I have 30 seconds. I
Oh,
have to restart this live.
okay, bye.
Okay, bye. We'll be back.
We're
All
back.
right.